project I'm starting is going to take a really long time, but this is all to do with water. I want to get rainwater up on here. The plan is I'm going to put gutters around the two sides, the front and the back, connecting drain, and then going into 1 or 2 or later 3 water tanks back here, or 300-litre water tanks. I can't get a 1,000-litre tote up here. I just don't have the, it's just too big and bulky. So 3 900 litres to start. So the place I'm going to put them is back here. It's a little bit cooler, it's protected from the shade. I've kept this tree, this oak behind me. Another tree on the other side to provide some shade. It's got the natural shades. This is the north side, the south side is up here. So I measured 1 meter down, about 85 centimeters for water tank, so then another 15 centimeters for the gutter and connections. Probably have to go to more like 110, but I've given myself 1 meter. So all of this soil, debris, tree roots, it's all tree rooted all through there, has got to come out. So this is my major task for, I don't know, the next couple of weeks, is just digging this out. I want to have 1 meter down. It's only about 40 centimeters, 50 centimeters at the top, so I've got 1/2 meter down the far end. It's really deep in the earth. Build up a small retaining wall at the back, at the far end with the stones. And then on top of the earth, I'll lay down a selection of stones as well to give it a reasonably flat base for the water tanks. So that's where they're going to go. 1, 2, 3. I'm hoping 3. I'm going to start with 1 and then expand as we go. But I want to do all this work now. This is what it looks like now. Just getting started. Been at it 30 minutes. And yeah, hours and hours and hours, days and days to go. All right, that's where I'm at. This is the top end. See there, it's about 50, 55 centimeters from the top of this. Attach maybe the rafters here to where the dirt meets the stone. So I've got to go down 45 centimeters and remove all this dirt, probably out to about here. Eventually I'll remove that, but I'm worried about this retaining wall and structural integrity. So yeah, I want to keep, maybe have to dig some out, but I'm not going to dig it all out, I don't think. So what I'll hope to have here is water tank 1 here, and it'll path to get around it that way. Then number 2 here, number 3 here, all covered by these 2 trees, and at the rear side of the ruin. So let's say a little bit cooler. I want to have the path along the side here because this area here is overgrown as all hell right now, but with that oak on the far side, I think it's a good spot for a terrace on this side, particularly in the morning, because it gets this nice shade coming from the sunrises in the east. So it gets hot here. This is a nice shady spot covered by trees. Maybe you could even extend further out underneath those oak over there. If I clear that out and see what's there, probably about the boundary of the property, probably where those oaks are, in that direction, but maybe clear this area out, maybe grass seed, maybe clover. If I can clear it off that well and reseed, and have a little, I think I really want to cover it over with stone or anything like that. I think have it natural, but something nice underfoot. But like everywhere else, we've got some areas where the terrace is falling down. So we'll have to see if this is all possible. Maybe just a little spot here, table and chairs in the shade in the mornings would be kind of nice. Anyway, first of all, I've got to dig down here 1 meter, then I've got to build a I've got all these, starting collecting some stones to put as a sort of a small retaining wall behind that, with some rebar in the front to secure it. Then build that up for half a meter, and then a step. So step up and then back up to there, and this will be below where we are now quite significantly. Done a good amount of work. It doesn't look that much, but it's backbreaking stuff. There's so many stones in here, so the loosening it with the fork, going in with the spade, but there's so many rocks and stones to get in there, and then when you pull out, of course, the tree roots, and the rooted, so stones and roots, so it's really, really hard going, but we'll get there in the end. It'll just take longer than I of course like. And then I've got this tree here, which I cut down probably 3-4 weeks ago. It's just down to the roots now. I'm going to keep working on digging that out, because I've got one of the water tanks is going right here. All right, let's keep going. Been going at it for a couple of hours. I've got this old log here, which I'm going to use to be a step. I'm taking all the dirt I'm digging out at the top, putting it here so it'll be a flatter, leveler surface. Put a stone in front as a step up to the log, and then on up. Pretty good value, actually. Faster than I thought it was going to be. Got miles to go, but I think I can do it with another session or two. Session being, 3-4 hours. Got the roots of the tree here, which is a pain in the butt. Stones, roots, but I've moved a fair amount of. So pretty much the first half is roughly a meter down now. Then it steps up. The back half is, I've made a dent, maybe 10-20 centimeters, but a long way to go there. Once I get that root out, it'll go much faster, I think. There's sections in there just before the root where it is all pretty much stone, flakes off, so it breaks up quite well into chunks, generally about this big. But it means getting in there with your hands, sort of prying out with the fork or the spade, then dig it out with your hands. Slow going. We've got a nice, I'm going to see if I can keep that. I've got a nice ivy going up the side there. That'd be kind of cool. Anyway, better than I thought I was going to go. It's a nice area back there. Out here, obviously we've got full sunshine. And because the trees are going down, we don't get any tree coverage back here. So back here is actually a really nice area. I'm thinking, well, maybe I make that into some sort of patio or something. Anyway, water tanks. Let's do it one thing at a time. I need water up here pronto, just the quality of your life, just be able to turn on the tap, have water would be fantastic. So I'll put the 3 barrels here along this side, and then up there I'll put the cistern, pump from down here to up there, run a hose down here, turn on the tap, and off we go. Simple as that. For washing, then I have to put a drain in, put a pipe under, around, and then down at the, and let's let it run down the bottom there. I maybe use that wastewater as we collect that wastewater and use that to water things. But I think really just washing hands, quick shower, that kind of thing. Anyway, it is a gorgeous day up here. Warm, but it's going to be way warmer at the coast. Just lovely. Lots and lots and lots of things to do here. But this is my project for the next wee while. Got fittings on order. I've been going down to the bricolage and checking out availability of guttering and guttering components. How I'm going to get up this wall is my biggest challenge. I've got a long ladder, long wooden ladder, but up from there all the way up there, should be okay. If I can't, I'm screwed. Anyway, that's a project for another day. Me, I'm going to have some lunch, then I'm just going to chill out for 45 minutes and then head back to Nice.